Football is almost here. Are you ready for the highs and lows of this upcoming season? Up next, we're going to give you a crash course on how to survive this NFL season.
Hello, and welcome to the Loveology podcast, where we talk about love and life with laughter. I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jason.
He's the carefree one.
She's the serious one.
And we're married.
We have been since 2012, and we like to think of ourselves as a couple of loveologists.
Not because we are the experts, but because we just love love.
We enjoy studying and talking about it, so we thought, let's just start a podcast.
A place where we can share what we have learned about love, relationships, and marriage.
You can share what you've learned, and we can all grow together.
So here we are. Are you ready?
Let's get started.
Hey, y'all. It's your girl. How my loveologist doing today?
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's up, love? How you doing, girl?
I'm doing good. We talking about something that is near and dear to Jason's heart today.
It's supposed to be near and dear to your heart, too.
Oh, goodness. We'll talk about it.
What are we talking about, love?
We talking about sports. And Jason is a crazy Dallas Cowboy fan. And I am adopted into that, I guess.
Yeah, you got snatched into this world.
But he won't accept that, like, I'm not really.
No. See, you can't talk like that.
I can't even say it.
No. No, you gotta get on board or get on out of here.
Yeah. So football season is upon us, and
it's here.
Yeah, it's here.
It's here, ready or not. It's already here. So just
ready or not. Why we always do that? We just got a catalog of music in our head.
You. I thought you was gonna go.
I didn't want to. I didn't want to do
it. So, baby, you ready for this upcoming season?
Yeah, sure. I'm seasoned pro at this now.
Oh, you a pro?
I guess. Let me think about that before I say that.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess. So, I mean, that's what we're going to talk about today, right? Is ladies, how to deal with, or, let me stop being like this. There's lots of women who love sports.
Right. Yeah, for real.
So, let me stop being like this. But I don't know. A person, if you in a relationship with a person who just loves sports and you're not the biggest fan, then it may take you may have to work some things out because it could be a little difficult for you.
Correct. And that's what this podcast is all about. This is a great opportunity, fellas, to get your significant other, get your girl, get your wife to listen to this podcast, because we're finna drop some gems on try to help her to your significant other to understand where you're coming from. And I also got some tips for the fellas as well to help ease the process through this long season. Right. Mm-hmm. So the first thing you got to find out, right? The number one thing you have to find out is, first of all, is your significant other a fan of football? Because we're talking about football. NFL is the largest sport in the United States. Soccer is the world, but in the United States, which we live in, it's football. So what type of fan is your man, is what I like to say. But it's your significant other, right? Because it can be, because we had a guest here as a fan of the New York Giants for whatever reason. But yeah, it's a fan of the New York Giants. So you got three types of fans.
Okay.
Right?
Let me know.
You got your casual fan.
Mm-hmm.
You have your real fan.
Okay.
And then you have your fanatic.
Jason is the fanatic. I can just go ahead and put that out there.
So let's break those three categories down real quick. Your casual fan, they may have a favorite sport team. A lot of times they may have a secondary team or a third team. They just, they kind of in it just to kind of have a talking point with the fellas, maybe at the job, at the water cooler. They talk about, this last game that happened, blah, blah, blah. They really don't make an effort to watch all the games, and they only know like the key players, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's it, maybe 3 or 4 players on the team. And again, we're talking about NFL. We're going to get into basketball, when that season starts and all that to give you, because it's different. It's a different dynamic, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm a casual fan then.
are you considered a fan?
Well, you just made an interesting point. I don't want to digress too much, but I actually had an experience when I was working of being able to talk with the guys, have a bonding moment with them because I was watching a game with you.
Right.
So I wouldn't have been watching the game if it weren't for you, but I watched it with you. And so that whole being able to bond with men in the workplace,
right.
So it won't be a boys club. Like women, we kind of have to do stuff like that to kind of get into the boys club.
I mean, the guys, we got to do the same thing to appeal to the ladies.
I mean, well, we're as far as the workforce is concerned, women are still making our way. We leaps and bounds has happened, but
right.
We're still making our way. So there's still men in charge of a lot of stuff. So I just thought that was really interesting because it was like 2 guys talking to each other and they just really just having a great time. And I jumped in the conversation with a little tad bit of knowledge, but then they started taking me too fast. I was like, oh, I don't know. I just know like one thing. Right. It's like when you say one word in Spanish to a Spanish speaker and then they start speaking Spanish, like, and you're like, oh, I don't know all those words.
Yeah.
So I think I might be a casual fan.
Okay.
Because I know like the star people that everybody else.
Or what team?
I
yeah, exactly.
I know. What's the guy with the blonde hair?
Talking about Odell Beckham?
Yeah, I saw him make some great catches before.
What team does he play for? What about Ezekiel Elliott?
Oh, well, I know what team he plays for. Right. So I think I'm casual.
So that's important.
Yeah.
All right. So the next fan is a real fan, right? When we categorize it as a real fan, they make an effort to watch all the games, right? Not necessarily they may watch all of them, but they make an effort to watch all of them. They may even go to some games that's nearby. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They know most of the players on the team. Of their particular team they like. They pay for merchandise, may buy some jerseys, just different things, right? And probably dabbles in a little fantasy football here and there. Probably don't finish the season, but they're still a fan. They rep it. You kind of know, okay, this person is a fan of the Cleveland Browns, or this person's a real, they're a fan of whatever, right? And sometimes your bandwagoners can fall into this category. Because these people just want to be a part of something, want to be a part of a winning team, and so that's why you see a lot of your winners. I remember before the Patriots were the Patriots. It was kind of a laughing stock if you had a Patriots jacket on or something. The starter coach back in the day, in the 90s. But now everybody are Patriots fans. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. So it's just kind of funny. So where do you kind of categorize? Do you feel like yourself probably a real fan, or are you still stuck at the casual fan?
No, I'm totally casual. Yeah. I mean, a little bit less than casual. Like I'm not a real fan at all.
Yeah.
No.
Do you know any of your friends is maybe a real fan?
Yeah. I do have one female friend that is. She loves the Atlanta
Eagles, huh?
No, I know what they are.
What are
Falcons.
Okay.
Yes, Atlanta Falcons.
After the epic loss in the Super Bowl they had, she's still a fan?
I haven't talked to her in a while, but I'm pretty sure she loves them.
Okay.
She's ride or die.
She from Atlanta?
I guess I can say her name.
You
Shout out to Ambria. Hello,
okay.
Ambria, my old.
Shout out. Yeah, she is from Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. She was on one of our weekly Loveology podcast live discussions we have.
Yeah.
Every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern, where she won I think it was a shirt for answering a question correctly. So if you want to get some free merch, which is short for merchandise, you can check us out Wednesday and listen to the live discussion. We go back and forth about these particular topics. And then, at the end, I ask a question. If you answer it right, the first person answer it right, get to spin a wheel, and boom, you get free merchandise. Sometimes you get nothing, but it's a chance, that you take when you come on. So I think it's fun to give back to our loveologists. Yep. So cool. And then you have the fanatic, right? And Ashley brought out a good point. Fanatic, actually, the word fan comes from the word fanatic. Didn't know that. Ashley actually put me on game,
Yeah, this is what I do.
Typically, she does that, right? And I give her props, right? But fanatic knows, they know exactly when their team plays. Sometimes these times will be a little like 4:15, you know what I'm saying? If they playing in London, it's like 6 a.m. Oh, they are on it, right? They got an alarm clock set to watch the game. They got the alarm clock set to set up their fantasy football. You best believe they play fantasy football.
Oh man, this sounds so familiar.
Oh yeah, they got lucky jerseys, lucky socks, and just depending on the player or how crazy they are, they may only wear that sock or whatever during the game or what have you, right? They randomly say their team's catchphrase, like, real deal. David, he always talk about go 49ers go out of nowhere. So clearly he's a fanatic. Clearly he's crazy over the 49ers because they've been trash for I don't know how many years, So for him to
I'm not agreeing with that. I'm just I don't know. I have no clue.
Well, yeah, you probably don't know them because they haven't been popular. So yeah. And I randomly say, how about them Cowboys? That's our catchphrase. We have several. We're America's team. We them boys, So the fanatics are emotionally tied to the game, right? As if they, they got money on the line. Well, sometimes
as if they plan on the team.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we're gonna get to this, but like,
come on.
I did not understand when I first got with Jason.
See, she had to learn the hard way.
I did.
The long way too.
Yeah.
We giving it to y'all the shortcut podcast right here, right now.
Trying to prepare y'all. Okay. I didn't understand this we. Who is we? We lost. We missed this. we fumbled the ball. We did this. I said, what? Are you playing on the team?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I am.
Mentally. They. Not we.
How you think? Who you think helped block physique? I'm in there giving some mind power. Open that hole. You got to use power of suggestion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, I'm in there blocking too.
Yeah, it gets real serious sometimes, and the emotion is crazy. And one time when I was deployed, they were doing it was some I don't know if the playoffs was going on or whatever, and. The guys, I worked with majority guys in the military, and they were picking with each other, posting pieces of paper up on people workstations when they team lost or something. And I thought I would join in on the fun and like tell one of my supervisors, ask him how his team did because I know his team lost or something. And
Weren't they the Giants?
I think it was the Giants.
Yeah.
And I swear he looked at me like he was going to slap me. Like, I got scared, like, for real. Yeah. He didn't say nothing, but, like, his eyes was like, he is going to hit me right about now.
Yeah, appreciate it for not having them problems because, that brings up a whole nother can of worms. And that's my next line was some people even fight you.
Yes.
If you talk too crazy if their team loses.
Yeah, I'm not gonna play with it. I ain't gonna play with it no more.
So be careful.
Yeah, because I was like, his eyes, like I'm telling you, looked real dangerous. Yeah. I said, okay, I ain't gonna play this man's game no more. I am not gonna play with them about their teams.
I had a coworker, my previous position, where his team was the Oakland Raiders, and the Oakland Raiders was hot. This was like a couple of years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago. They was hot. I'm talking about the Raiders been hot back in the day, but now they was coming up. They hot, right? They got their star quarterback. Derek Carr got injured like towards the end of the season, and that just derailed their whole season. So I made a joke saying that you can't drive to the Super Bowl if your car broke down or something like that. Oh man, he got mad. I'm talking about, because you got to understand, when you're a fanatic, right, or even a fan, you know, so many people are going to be throwing dirt on you throughout the season when your team lose or something happen just huge. So he getting flack from everybody. And then when you come to work and you got this random person that we really never talked football,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Just because of proximity of where we were doing our jobs. But when I just randomly walked past him, I said that, oh, he was hot. And he just bringing up all the emotion from, you know, hours of conversation. Because you know that fanatics, we have hours of conversation about our team.
Crazy. About
how we going to do this and how we going to do that. You know, fantasy football, hours. So when what you did just sparked up just anger from hours of conversation from like maybe 30 different people just getting at them.
Yeah.
So that was
and then I
all
turned
about.
on him too. So
yeah. So
little sweet old me, he didn't even know it was coming.
Yeah, and I think that's the rough part, when you don't even expect it from you. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what threw it off. So that's the thing. That's the first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, whoever, if your significant other is into sports, find out what type of fan they are. Are they casual? Are they a real fan? Or are they a fanatic? Because that's what's gonna help navigate you through this season, right? I know we talked about gifts, right?
Well, can we go back to that? Go. Well, because I think that we need to talk to people about how to deal with a fanatic.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're gonna talk about that?
Yeah, we're gonna go through it. As y'all, Ashley typically leads these discussions.
Oh yeah,
right. And so this time,
Jason is the expert knowledge person.
I'm the captain of the ship today, ladies and gentlemen. So y'all get ready. So I have some tips and tricks that for the sports fan and the not so sports fan person in a relationship. I have some tips and tricks for you guys you do not want to miss. So, but before we get to that, just want to talk about a few things. So for instance, I talked about gifts, right? If you are with a person that's a sports fan or a fanatic, right? A real fan or a fanatic, and you don't know what to give them for a gift, it's really easy. All you have to do is figure out who's their favorite team and just buy anything with their favorite team on it. That's it. And it's going to be a great gift, right?
Yes.
It's really that simple. I try to tell Ashley, she tries to get like super creative when she gives gifts, buy gifts for me. And that's awesome. I really thank her for putting so much thought into it. But if you ever get stuck, hun, just go for polo or Dallas Cowboys stuff.
Yeah, which I did for Christmas.
Yeah, and it was awesome. She bought me some cowboy shoes, and she thought I was gonna wear them to the game. My brother went to the Rams and Cowboys playoff game last year, and no, I did not wear them to the game. No.
Yes, I think this is ridiculous. Like, I actually want him to wear his Dallas Cowboys tennis shoes, but
yeah, I wear them.
No, you don't. When do you wear them?
I wear them when game is on. I wear them
in the house.
Yeah, I gotta. These things gotta last for a long time.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, see, I'm a sports fanatic, so y'all gotta understand who I am, right? If you have so again, remember who your mate is, right? Are they just a casual fan, or they're a real fan, or are they a fanatic? So you just got to know what to do around these different situations. Like, a fanatic does not want you to joke about their team. I have a friend that said, you talk about their team, that's about on the same level as talking about my mama. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's not even that serious.
It is that serious for a fanatic, and you have to understand that, right? You just got to understand those things. And let's say it's okay. Give you an example, babe. Let's say the Los Angeles Rams playing the Baltimore Ravens. Would you buy me as a sports fanatic for the Dallas Cowboys? Would you buy me some tickets to go to that game?
Yeah, why not?
No, I don't want to see them.
Wait, you said the Cowboys with the Rams?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I said the Rams, the Rams and the Baltimore Ravens.
Oh no. I wouldn't do that.
Right. So for a fanatic, if your mate is a fanatic, do not buy them or try to surprise them with tickets to go see another team. Right. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, no, yeah, I wouldn't. I would stick to the team that's your team.
Right. Now understand if it's a casual fan or even possibly a real fan,
Yes.
a real fan will probably be okay with it.
Mm-hmm.
But no, don't give me tickets to another team. I don't want to see them.
Yeah.
You know?
And I just want to say back to the cowboy merchandise. I mean, I do still struggle with this because I do want to get you something different. I don't want to just get you a cowboy jersey, right? But like you said, if you ever get stuck, then go ahead. I can go ahead and buy that. And so that's what I did for Christmas because I just did not know what to get you for Christmas.
Well, like you said, it's a lot of things that you can put cowboy stuff on it. Cowboy shot glass, cowboy muscle shirt, cowboy, just all types of things you can do. So you just, it's easy.
Well,
right?
I'm just speaking to the people who are like me who might find it really hard to believe that really I can just put anything I can pick anything, put cowboy on it and give it to you and you're going to be happy with it. I just want to switch it up sometimes. I don't want to give you cowboy stuff all the time. So, but you say it makes you happy.
It's really simple.
Yeah.
Guys are really simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it.
Yeah.
Here's another thing that the person who's not a fan of the game would say, it's just a stupid game.
Definitely came out of my mouth before.
You can't say
I didn't use the word stupid. I just said it's just a game. But I definitely have said it is just a game.
Well, yeah, you don't want to minimalize what this other person is so passionate about. Right. So if you have a casual fan mate that's it's okay. They don't mind, it's just a stupid game. Yeah. But if you got a real fan or a fanatic, no, that fanatic is gonna gonna kind of look at you like, oh, really?
Right. I don't say that anymore. Like I said that in the beginning, and I never say that now.
Right.
Because I understand that makes you really upset.
And I also want y'all to know, it's obviously out of those three categories, you got like I said, your casual fan, your real fan, and your fanatic. You also have those types of people that are real passionate about players too. Mm-hmm. So when players leave that particular team, they go to that particular team as well. So you got to really pay attention to your mate and see, okay, are they a fan of the team or are they a fan of a certain player? Mm-hmm. Right? In my case, I've been a Dallas Cowboy fan since I popped out the womb.
I doubt that, but okay.
Born in Dallas, winning championships and stuff. Haven't won one in a while, but we're coming back, gonna win it. I'm a Cowboys fan. If we get rid of Ezekiel Elliott, because of some things, some issues that we got going on, we can't get the contract. It is what it is. The boy from Memphis, shout out to University of Memphis alumni. That boy from Memphis looking great, anyways. But do I want Zeke? Yes, I want Zeke. But I'm a Cowboys fan first. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So we got to understand, and you don't see that a lot in football. But you definitely see that in basketball. But, just like Odell Beckham left the Giants, he's with the Browns now. So it's a lot of people cheering for the Browns now that never was cheering for the Browns. So just kind of watch out.
Oh, that's what team he was playing for?
He was playing for New York. Now he's over to the Browns.
Okay.
Right. So, so let's jump into some things, right? I want to give a shout out to Dr. Greg Smiley. He is the vice president of family ministries at Focus on the Family. He broke some things down, and I want to share with you guys. So these are if you have a pen and a pad, this is the time you really want to really take notes on, right? So I'm gonna break it down I'm gonna say I don't want to say the ladies and the men. I'm just gonna say the fan and the person in relationship that is not a fan.
Me.
Right. So during this time, right, because football season is gonna be a change in a relationship. Hopefully you've been through this before. Ashley's a veteran. But the games come on a lot. You have Monday night games. You have Thursday night games. You have some Saturday if your mate likes to watch college, right? I don't watch college that much. And then you have Sunday night games. Well, Sunday games, really all day, right? So, and sometimes, like I said, if the game's in London, shoot, it can start 6 o'clock in the morning and literally last to 6 o'clock at night.
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
yes, I did that happen last year?
For sure.
Okay, because I think I recall that happening.
Yeah, especially during if your mate plays fantasy football. So if they play fantasy football, just kind of chalk them up as a fanatic, right? Or hardcore real fan, right? So during these times, you're gonna have a lot of free time, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have a lot of free time on yourself. So what the person, the mate that's not really engaged in the sport, what's some of the things they could be doing during this time? You could do a little self-improvement, right? It's okay to have different interests. What you talking about? What?
So I'm running around here doing self-improvement while you watching the game.
Yeah.
Are you going to do any self-improvement?
I'm self-improving and winning this fantasy football league.
Okay.
And cheering for my team. Just like you watch, a particular show. You've been watching, what's the little Brown Sugar Oprah shows? I don't know.
Queen Sugar.
Yeah, Queen Sugar, whatever.
He said Brown Sugar.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's your show. This is my show.
But
only
my show
seasons.
does not come on 4 times a week, as you just mentioned. Sometimes at 6 o'clock in the morning and all sorts of times during the day.
It's not my fault that your show is not wildly popular. Like
it is
NFL
widely popular.
Not like the NFL. If it was, the demand for it would be on 4 times a week, and it's not.
Whatever.
So
let's continue.
So, like I said, it's okay to have different interests, right?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about opposites attract, right?
Yeah.
So couples don't always have to like the same thing. So just take advantage of the free time by working out, catching up on your favorite TV shows. Man, go out with some of the homies. Catch up with your girls, or you can take a class and find a hobby of your own. You can do some other things to kind of do a little self improvement while your mate is
not self improving. Yeah,
they learning a lot. So that was the first. Do some self-improvement. So the second one is please, ladies and gentlemen, please be respectful, right? Like I said, don't marginalize or ridicule something that your spouse is passionate or your significant other is passionate about. If they're a fanatic, be respectful, right? If they're a real fan, then it's gonna be okay. If they're just a casual fan, then it's not gonna be a big of a deal, right? These are the people that are dealing with fanatics and dealing with a real fan, right? So, you want to be careful and really watch your words about how you express your frustration about what's going on at that time. Do you put in a lot of hours watching all these games? Yeah. So, just kind of be respectful on that. What's your take on that, love?
Yeah, I mean, you just want to, even though it is irritating, you do want to be respectful of something that your partner cares a lot about. If I care a lot about something, I don't want anybody to be disrespectful toward it. It's my hobby. So you don't want to, you don't want to degrade it or whatever, because it's like a hobby. It's something that they enjoy.
Right.
So yes, I would agree. I joke around. I've been joking around on this episode, but for the most part, I am very respectful of Jason's football watching, because it is something that he enjoys.
Right.
It's his hobby. He's really passionate about it. So like I said, I don't say it's just a game anymore. I did say that early on in our relationship, but I understand that it's not just a game to him. So, it's okay.
There it is. So after to be respectful, you also, another key point is don't manipulate your significant other, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you don't want to do a little guilt trip and try to guilt them into turn the TV off, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, you don't have to put them in a situation where they have to choose you or football, right? Ultimatums can cause your spouse to feel or your significant other feel very frustrated and resentful.
Mm-hmm.
So ultimatums is never good. So just try to relax on the actual being manipulative, right?
I agree.
So you done a really good job of never being. I can't ever. You're not a manipulator.
Yeah,
it's just not you.
Yeah, I don't like manipulating people. I don't even try. Just
We can barely
doesn't-
say the word right.
I know, right? Yeah, I just don't even. That's just not me. So I don't. I just go with what I'm a straight shooter. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay. So here's another tip. So, won't you just take some interest in football, right? Try to, ask them some questions, right? Express some type of some interest a little bit, right? So just, but just make sure you ask a lot of those questions during a commercial break, because that's you can ask a few, what's that person walking around with a striped shirt? That's the referee love, So,
Well,
some
lucky
people don't
for
know.
Jason, yes, because lucky for Jason, I have a big brother who taught me about football a long time ago. So I don't ask those sort of questions.
Mm-hmm.
There may be some calls that maybe I didn't know about. Some of the calls that the referee makes that I'm not familiar with.
Right.
But for the most part, I understand what a interception is
Okay.
and what a fumble is.
What about a travel?
Oh, yeah.
How do you travel in football?
Well, you can't.
Oh, okay.
It's in basketball.
Okay, little trick question.
Look, this guy. Come
She
on.
it.
Come on here.
So if you're taking notes, and hopefully you are, right? Do some self-improvement. Be respectful. Don't manipulate. Take an interest in football. But here's another one. Last one. Turn the game into a social event, right?
Yes.
That's always fun, right?
Yeah.
So, initiate some type of party or cookout or grill. Get some people over and just hang out and make it to a social thing, right?
I think that's the best tip that you've given so far.
You like that?
Yeah. I think that's a
What?
good one.
Well, look at here. Y'all better watch out now. She giving me props
Yeah.
around him. So, what do you think? So you like that? We never done a football party, a Super Bowl party. Super Bowl is going to be here in 2022, and I know our house is going to be insanely packed.
Yeah. I mean, I definitely want to do that. We just already have so many social gatherings as it is, but Jason's idea, of
Like,
course.
it's Thursday. Let's pull the grill out. Call people
Yeah.
over.
So that's what the issue is.
Okay.
So, this year we'll do a gathering around a football game.
Couple of football games.
Yeah, that'll be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So these next few tips, right? These are for the actual fan, right? These are for the significant others that are deeply into the game, that's doing the fantasy football. This is for you.
I was wondering, were you gonna get to that?
Well, I gotta put both sides on. I gotta put peanut butter and I gotta put jelly on.
Please do.
I got you. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm preaching to myself as well.
Praise
Right.
the Lord.
This is a work in progress, but you want to practice moderation,
Yes.
right?
Mm-hmm.
You excess and extreme behaviors in any form are not good for you or your relationship.
Yes.
Do I need to say that again, or you got it?
I agree 1,000%. I got it. I'm sure everybody else who's dealing with the fanatic got it too. Thank you for saying it.
Your relationship needs to be balanced, right? And all adults need to practice self-control. So basically, we should limit our football, limit that a little bit to a certain number of hours a week. Some people, even I have a friend that DVRs the games so they can just fast forward through all the commercials and all the good stuff. You can watch it quicker, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that because I want to see it live. I want
Yeah.
to be on Facebook when they score a touchdown or somebody run them over. I want to. It's all live for me. But just keep in mind, during football season, all my people that are fanatics and really into it, practice moderation, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, and next one, give as you take, right? Be willing to watch your favorite. Be willing to watch your spouse's favorite television shows at times.
Oh Lord!
Right. So when
I think this was just meant for you to to get these tips.
I said I'm preaching to myself too now.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Continue.
She liking this.
Oh yeah.
Well, put your little bubble bath together. you getting excited.
I am.
So just like you want your significant other to show some interest in football, show some interest in Real Housewives of the people, whatever, Chicago, Orlando, whatever. They got all these shows.
I mean, I don't even watch that, so I don't even know why Jason's bringing that up.
I'm just saying, for all our listeners out
Queen
there.
Sugar is what you can watch with me.
Yeah, man, shout out to all the people that watch Queen Sugar. It looks
Insecure.
It looks so slow and just kind of.
You watched a few episodes of Insecure.
Insecure has gotten terrible over the years.
It's only been out
Shout out
for
to
3
Issa Rae,
seasons.
you know what I'm saying? She Loveology podcast.
That is not. Oh my gosh. I mean, just called the show terrible.
No, I'm just saying it's
I'm watching it this season.
It went down a little bit. That's all.
Okay.
But that's
in his opinion.
Yeah. But at first it was kind of cool. But yeah, so you want to give as you take, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next one, you want to serve your spouse.
Okay.
What do I mean by that?
That sounds good.
You want to make sure you regularly take your spouse out on a date. Share a favorite activity together, like doing a podcast.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah, we actually have fun and we doing some bonding.
Yeah,
by doing our podcast together because we doing quality time, and that's Ashley's one of her love languages. Quality
For sure.
time. So even though y'all are listening, it's just a conversation between me and my wife.
Mm-hmm.
So we have some quality time together, right? So to be honest, all my people that are fanatics, the more your significant other feels served, cherished, and connected throughout the week, the more likely he or she will be willing to accept your football interest on the weekend.
Yes. So true.
So how can I improve on that, love? Just do it. Give you more time. More kisses?
Yeah, or help me out around the house, or help me with the kids. Yeah.
They be crying all the time.
That's what they tend to do. That's what kids do.
Apparently we got good kids.
We do.
Lord knows I couldn't handle no bad ones. So also, you want to also express some gratitude, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, don't overlook your significant other on game days. You know what I'm saying? Because, he or she is probably, wanting to talk to you, want to do some other things, but, they giving up their time for you to have fun. So show some gratitude about it, right? So be intentional about affirming your spouse or your significant other and expressing your love, right? Even if only during the commercial breaks.
Yes.
Yeah, get it in. So soon as that commercial break pop off, man, find your significant other, go grab them, give them a big hug and a kiss, and run back to the couch and get ready for the game, right? So I think I do that a lot.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I'm all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
So give me some of your so just to recap on that, right? For all my significant others that does not watch football, during this long season, you want to do some self-improvement, you want to be respectful, don't manipulate, take an interest in football, and turn the game into a social event. So for all my fanatics out there, for your significant other, you should practice in moderation, give as you take, serve your spouse, and express gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this particular episode on the football is coming? The season is almost here. How do you feel about it?
I think this is some solid advice.
You like it?
Yes.
What do you want to add to it, love?
There is one thing I would like to add. I would like to add that for all you fanatics out there, I understand that it's not just a game for you, but I do need you to not let the game affect your entire day. Okay?
I used to be like that.
Jason, yes, I'm happy you said it. Because
you was going to say it.
Yes.
You jumped the gun.
He used to be so upset, like he had just lost his puppy. Okay? I mean, the game, his entire mood changed. Hopefully the game came on late that night because, we can just go to sleep and, he can just be in his bad mood and then we can go to sleep. But if it came on in the midday or something like that,
early in the morning, especially when we was in Virginia, it would come on early. I think it would come on at 9 or something.
Yeah,
9 or
something
10.
crazy.
Yeah.
Some crazy time. But this guy would literally be upset, mad, like something just personally happened to him. And and I guess that's how it feels. I don't really understand it, but I can respect that that's how he feels. But that's a little unfair. That's a little unfair to really let the game ruin your entire day. There's nothing that I can do to help you. I'm going to need you to get a little emotional maturity. Okay.
They talking to the fanatic because I got emotionally matured.
Yes,
Over the
Jason.
years.
Jason, I think you probably did like this like the first year. And then after that, I didn't have to worry about it anymore. I don't even know we had a conversation about it. But I was really taken aback. I was like, is he seriously like this upset all day over the game? You know?
Yeah.
Like really? Like he kind of giving me the cold shoulder. I'm like, listen, I'm going to need you to get it together, okay? Get it together.
Get it together, bub.
So he did. Like I said, I don't even know if we really had a conversation about it. I tend to try to observe people.
Yeah, proceed with caution if you have a fanatic that gets upset, like how she described it. Proceed with caution.
Well, yes, proceed with caution. Like I said, I try to observe people and kind of let them be who they are. And then if it's just something I can't deal with, then I talk about it. But I think he figured this out really quickly that he shouldn't do that and shouldn't treat me, like give me like he mad at me or something. Like, geez, you know what I'm saying? So
you wasn't supporting.
I mean,
I need your cheers too.
Okay, well, listen, that was another tip. Okay. Fanatics need to respect if your significant other is not a fanatic. Okay. So listen, I can watch the game with you a little bit, but don't think that I'm supposed to just be jumping off the back of the couch like you are.
Right.
Because I'm not a fanatic. Okay. So you respect me, I respect you.
For sure.
Okay. So this is that was all I wanted to add.
Okay. And so I want to also continue, talk about the fantasy football as well. Some people don't understand fantasy football, so I'm gonna break it down for the people for the significant others that are not the fan. So fantasy football is basically you have a draft and you pick, and it's mostly offensive players. You get to pick players from all different types of teams, and they become one on your team. So, like, for instance, you have two quarterbacks, you have some running backs, wide receivers, all of them from different teams. So what's significant about this is if your mate plays fantasy football, that means most likely they're going to be watching all the games.
Yes.
Like, literally all of them.
And don't forget about the ESPN breakdown of what you just saw. So because I think that's missing too.
That's true. That's true.
I don't understand this.
But I don't watch that much ESPN.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
But you did.
Yeah.
But when you first got into fantasy football, you watched a lot of the ESPN stuff because they're analyzing the players.
Right.
So you would do that.
But, now I'm like, I've been winning so many times. It's like, I don't need to hear what they're talking about. They need to be listening to me. You know what I'm saying? So,
y'all see what I got to deal with?
I mean, I'm just saying, you better ask somebody. So, yeah, so fantasy football, that basically means your mate is most likely going to have to watch all the games, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of stay current because people get injured, then backups come in. You really want to be there watching the game as soon as that person gets injured so you can go and get what they call a waiver wire and grab their replacement before anybody else gets them, right? So it's important to watch all the games. When a draft happens, right? The fantasy football draft typically happens before the season actually starts. So right now we're in preseason, but before the regular season starts, it is important to do not disturb.
Jason is so serious about this, y'all. Go ahead.
Yes, please do not disturb your significant other when it's time to draft. They got to study. They got to do a lot of coming up with different strategies. on how they're
I
going to
gotta take a
draft.
deep breath.
You know, so they might have to leave the premises. Don't be alarmed. They might just go to a Starbucks or go to the car just to draft, but they need some time alone so they can, you know, look at their draft boards and all that good stuff.
Like that tip said before, you know, before you go into the draft, you just need to take care of some things.
Right.
If you have children, you have responsibilities. So, you know, you need to make sure that your wife or husband is or brother, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, is all squared away before you disappear for an hour doing a draft. Okay. Or however long it takes. It takes longer than an hour. So,
Typically
you know.
about an hour.
Okay.
And then some of us, like myself, we have multiple leagues as well. So it's multiple drafts.
Y'all see?
Yeah. So, you know, it is what it is. Anywho, so to close this thing on out, I just want everybody to know that to survive this, it's all about communication, right?
Always comes back to communication.
Communication is the key,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you feel neglected, right? If you feel things are out of place at your home, just talk to your spouse. Talk to your significant other. Love, if you feel neglected, just talk to me.
Yep.
Right? Just make sure you do it on commercial break. But nah, talk to me, right? If you feel disrespected or manipulated, right? I need to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not worried about you manipulating me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Commit to finding a win-win solution. So you can all just get together and be happy together, right?
Yep.
And let's get through this season and have fun. Get you a football jersey and, you know, drink your beer and just relax and eat some chips and be merry.
Yep.
And enjoy this football season.
Yes.
So you got any final thoughts on this, love?
Nope, I think you got it.
Said, well, she think I got it. Well, I appreciate. I hope we've learned some things. I've learned some things. Like I said, I'm working on some things myself. I'm gonna watch it all the time. I'm sorry. I just gotta work on showing her a lot of attention during commercials. So I think that's what I'm.
No, you just have. My thing is I need everything to be taken care of. Whatever needs to be taken care of that day needs to be taken care of that day. So get it done before the game or after the game or whatever.
Right.
But it just needs to be done. Like, I'm all about taking care of your responsibilities first, and then you play. So watching the game is playing.
Yeah.
So, and that's fine as long as you've done what you're supposed to do.
Right. So yeah. So again, we're gonna have a live discussion on Wednesday on Facebook. Be sure to check us out. 6 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern. If you got any questions or anything, be sure to give us an email. You can hit us up on loveologypodcast@gmail.com. You can also go to our website at loveologypodcast.com and check out some of our merchandise. Check out some things that you may want to add to a wish list or something. And be prepared to come to Wednesday and get some free giveaways. We're giving away merchandise when we sending it all over the globe. So if you want some free stuff, come check us out on Wednesday. Ain't that right, love?
Yes. And please be sure to rate and review us.
That
is very, very helpful. So please do that.
Yeah, and share us.
Yes. Talk about us on social media. Tell everybody that you know about us.
Yeah.
And just share the love, share our podcast, and share the love.
Share the love. Well, I definitely appreciate everybody for checking us out again for another episode of the Loveology Podcast. I hope you learned a lot. So all my sports fans, make sure you get this episode over to your significant other so they can help understand to leave you alone when football season is going on. I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.
Bye. You've been listening to the Loveology Podcast. Did you have fun with us today? Tell a friend about our show. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to keep the conversation going. Be sure to subscribe so you'll never miss an episode. Visit us at loveologypodcast.com. Thanks for listening. Until next time, Loveologists.